Hello, good day. My name is Matjaž Mikoš. Thank you for joining this session. I'm coming from University of Ljubljana in Slovenia, and I would like, in my personal name and the name of my co-authors that are given here on the first slide, to report on the activities in the last 3 years on the World Center of Excellence on landslides in Weather Fleece from activation to deposition. Shortly about history and about this presentation itself. So we are coming from Faculty of Civil and Geodetic Engineering at University of Ljubljana, and we are an ICL full member. And we are also World Center of Excellence, both since 2008. The center was the last time approved at the WLF4 in Ljubljana 2017. So I'm reporting about this period. And the center was also selected for the period until 2023, till the next World Landslide Forum in Florence, in Italy. So this presentation is basically a short resume of the last center activities in 2017 to 2020. The activities I will be dividing into international and national ones. International activities are mainly ICL-related activities, but also work done in research cooperation and bilateral research cooperation activities. National activities we have performed as research projects and research program. Let me go, firstly, to the ICL-related activities of our center. Slovenia is part of the Adriatic Balkan network. This is an ICL regional network of members from this region. And that's why we have been together with the Geological Survey of Ljubljana. We organized the third regional symposium on landslides that was in Ljubljana in 2017. And we co-organized with the Bosnian and Herzegovinian colleagues the next one, the fourth one in Sarajevo. We have established together with colleagues the ICL thematic network on landslide monitoring and warning. This network is now run by the Croatian landslide group. Myself, personally, I served one term as the ICL Vice President in the period 2017 to 2020, and I was chairing the IPL Evaluation Committee for nearly a decade. Furthermore, we have supported the editorial work for the journal Landslides, and a short contribution about the achievements of the journal will be given within this theme. We have contributed to the 2 books on ICL landslide interactive teaching tools. This is an important ICL contribution. In 2017, we hosted the WLF4, and after that, we, of course, have been supporting the World Landslide Forum 5 that is now running in these days in Kyoto, mainly online. We have worked in 2 IPL projects. The first one, 225, was on recognition on potentially hazardous torrential fans using geoformatic methods and simulating fan formation. And the next one, 226, was mainly done by Geological Survey of Slovenia, and we were supporting their research aims at studying landslide movements from source areas to the zone of deposition using a deterministic approach. And of course, the most important activity was activity of our group as the World Center of Excellence. Now going to non-ICL related international activities. Firstly, I would like to stress that in 2016, we have established a UNESCO chair on water-related disaster risk reduction. More information is given here on the webpage given UNESCO-floods.eu. The chair was then evaluated and renewed for the next period, 2020 to 2024. We are dedicated to floods and droughts, but also to rainfall-induced landslides. Next item is that since 2019, we are supporting personally Slovenia National Committee. We are running this committee of the UNESCO Intergovernmental Hydrological Program. Then we have been active in 2 bilateral projects. The first one with the Chongqing University of Technology in China on evaluation of intelligent learning techniques for prediction of hydrological data by using case studies from China and Slovenia. The next one was with the University of Hanover in Germany on stochastic rainfall models for rainfall erosivity evaluation, and such models can of course also be used for rainfall-induced landslides. We have been active in a COST project Damocles. COST is an acronym for Cooperation in Science and Technology in European Union, and this project is dedicated to understanding and modeling compound climate and weather events. That goes to multi-risk assessment, and of course is also important for landslide risk reduction. Furthermore, UNESCO developed by mainly support of University of Udine in Italy, so-called VISUS methodology for multi-hazard school safety assessment, and we have been supporting the development of this methodology. The main dissemination activity was organizing the World Construction Forum in Ljubljana in 2019, and one session was also dedicated to disaster risk reduction. Since 2 decades and more, we are also supporting the Interprevent Research Society based in Klagenfurt in Austria by co-organizing Interprevent 2018 in the Pacific Rim that was held at Toyama in Japan, and co-organizing in this year in Bergen in Norway the 14th Interprevent Congress. Now let's go to national activities. In the past, there are some snapshots about our results of field work and applied research. So in last 2 decades, mainly we dedicated our focus on field investigations on large landslides with a volume close to or above 1 million cubic meters. And these were mainly deep-seated landslides with some consequent debris flows. For that purpose, we use different monitoring techniques. We reported on them in international journals. And secondly, we have applied different mathematical simulation models, mainly for debris flow assessment. Now, if we go to national activities done in the last period of 2017 and more, there is again a collage of snapshots of results of our research done in that period. The first one was a project, national project on recognition and classification of torrential fans, especially how to recognize debris flow prone torrential fans. There is a short contribution how this can be detected, at least semi-automatic, if possible. Furthermore, we have performed 2 case studies at Koroška Bela, and this will be reported at this forum in theme 4 and theme 5. And the second one was at Krvavec area about debris flood, with some slides here, what was the problem, and into more detail. This will be reported in theme 4. Of course, we have published results on classification of torrential fans in journal Remote Sensing, on case studies in landslides, in journal Landslides. We also applied a RAMS model for debris flows and debris floods. We reported about the usage of that model in journal Frontiers in Earth Science. And lastly, some theoretical work on rheological properties of soils from fleece-like rocks. Some snapshot is given here, and the publication is in journal Geofluids. To wrap up a bit, as an ICL member, we are of course supporting Kyoto Landslide Commitment 2020. We are an official promoter of this commitment. Here are actions that we would like to support in the years to come. And furthermore, of course, we are supporting Sendai framework and SDGs, the UNESCO Agenda 2030 on Sustainable Development Goals, especially quality education, clean water and sanitation, sustainable cities and communities, climate action, and especially as an ICL member, partnerships for the goals. That is the goal number 17. If you want to read more about past activities, please read a paper published in Landslides in 2019 and a written report. I was extracting some ideas today. This presentation was, of course, published in the books of this World Landslide Forum, number 5. Precisely, this is done in volume 1 at pages 235 to 240. Please, you are invited to read the article there in the book. At the end, I would like to thank for your attention. Thank you.